When Emmitt Smith was having contract issues, the Cowboys were winning Super Bowls with him, not the same without him, and he was an absolutely elite running back, proven elite running back. Yeah, I know Barry Sanders, had he had the Cowboys' offensive line, would have been even better. That's one dude. Emmitt Smith was an all-time great in his prime on a team that where he was an enormous part of the offense and produced Super Bowl championships. He deserved all the money he could get. Dak Prescott, I like a lot. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he has a chance to be a great one, but he's not a great quarterback today. He has not proved so far that he's great. He has not led them to Super Bowl championships or even playoff wins. And the fact is, he's not elite. He's not a top 5 quarterback. So he has none of those things that Emmitt Smith had to say, pay me or I ain't playing, right? Like, he hasn't earned that yet. He's very good. I wish him the best, and I think he has a chance to do what Russell Wilson and Tom Brady did, go from good to great. Fulfill what we already feel about you being a winner and putting up nice numbers by actually becoming a champion and showing that you can elevate to be a top 5 quarterback. But he's not there today, and he doesn't have the resume Emmitt Smith had when Emmitt Smith wanted to get paid.
Emmitt Smith should be ashamed of himself. Somebody needs to say it, so damn it, I'm going to say it. One of the greatest running backs in history, a champion personified. I still say Emmitt Smith should be ashamed of himself, and he should wipe that damn smile off his face that he had on it when he was saying what he was saying. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Emmitt Smith knows one of the cardinal rules. You don't talk about a man's mama. You don't talk about his woman. You don't talk about his money. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Somehow, some way, Emmitt Smith forgot that. This ain't about what Dak Prescott deserves or doesn't deserve. This is about a dude in Emmitt Smith that held out. Now, granted, he led the league in rushing in 1992. He was set to get paid, I think it was like $465,000. He held out. He missed the first 2 games of the season, the following season.
And what happened?
They lost both games. And then Emmitt Smith signed the largest contract for a running back in NFL history at the time. Go back to that press conference, which I religiously applauded Emmitt Smith for. He stood there despite getting the contract, looking absolutely positively furious. Why? Because guess what? He was saying it shouldn't have come to this. So now let's fast forward to now. Is Dak Prescott the reason the Dallas Cowboys have been the dysfunctional mess that they have been for years, if not decades? That his fault? The man threw for nearly 5,000 yards last year, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. They had the number 2 passing attack in the National Football League. They had, you got Jerry Jones taking care of linebackers. You got Jerry Jones taking care of offensive linemen. You got Jerry Jones, Ezekiel Elliott, getting in trouble, embarrassing the franchise with his headlines, is in Cabo. You give this brother $90 million, $50 million guaranteed. Dak Prescott's never missed a game. It was back page news when he missed 1 practice. In his 4 years, he's never missed a game. He's been a model citizen. He's conducted himself with professionalism and beyond. He's been a face and a steady influence on the franchise. And we've religiously stated that the quarterback position isn't just about throwing a football, especially if it's for the Cowboys, because there's so much more that comes with it. And you will sit up there, Emmitt Smith, mind you, not Max, not me. Emmitt Smith, a Cowboy, a player who knows football. He's forgotten more football than the rest of us know. And you would sit up there with a smile on your face, talking about how Dak Prescott needs to think twice about getting as much money as possible. I don't know, but I know this much. I love Emmitt Smith. I respect the hell out of him. He's one of the greatest NFL running backs in history. He's a phenomenal person and a human being. But on this particular issue only, he should be ashamed of himself for going at Dak Prescott like that. It is ridiculous that he, of all people, would say that. That is wrong. That is wrong.
You have to rob Peter to pay Paul.
I know that.
If he wants to keep Amari Cooper, if you want the team, look, Dak had a whole lot around him this year, a whole lot, and still couldn't even make the playoffs in the worst division that we've ever seen, maybe in the history of football, right? So Emmitt Smith, as a Cowboys fan, as a member of that fraternity, has the right to say, we need more than just Dak Prescott.
That was
Hold on, Max. Listen, it's not, again, like I brought up Molly earlier, let's bring you up. If somebody else sat up there and went like this, what Max getting? Why he getting that money? Time out. That's one thing. If I sat up there and said it, that's a problem.
No.
That's a problem.
Hold up.
Emmitt Smith shouldn't be saying that.
Here's the difference. If there was a salary cap and someone who previously worked on the show said they won't be able to keep Stephen A. if they pay Max what he wants, that would be different. That's not the environment we're actually living in.
$80 million in cap space, the fifth most in the league. They have the money.
My issue, they got the money.
Let me just say, I understand what you're saying.
Right.
That is like unwritten rules. Here's the thing. You can sign Emmitt Smith, even Emmitt Smith back in the day, Ezekiel Elliott now, you can sign guys on the defense, et cetera, because they're not guaranteed over $100 million, and their average annual is not going to be over $30 million a year.
But remember when you used to bring up Kobe and how the Lakers should not have paid him, and my argument was...
Or Derek Jeter on the Yankees.
But I didn't even bring up Derek Jeter. What I said about Kobe at the time, because I want to remind our audience, my point about that was the Lakers were so pathetic so long, you sat up there and Kobe Bryant was box office. So bad, guess what? Give him the money because of that, because you stink, and you had an opportunity to make the franchise better, and you can't. The Dallas Cowboys have had ample opportunity spanning decades to be better than what they were. Why is Emmitt Smith sitting up there and talking about Dak Prescott? Where the hell were you when Ezekiel Elliott wanted his money? What about Jalen Smith? What about with the guys on the offensive line? Why the hell you picking Dak Prescott to point out when this man has been a model citizen? He's going out there, he's ball, he's won a division, he's had a winning record 3 out of 4 years, he's been in the playoffs twice, the brother has won a playoff game, he's done just as much as Tony Romo did over 10 years. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.